Today we are exploring the worlds of political finance to see the key differences between PACs versus super PACs. These two types of political action committees are specific to the United States political system. Both PACs and super PACs are governed by the US law and play significant roles in elections, but they operate differently and pose also unique money laundering risks. So, with the intro done, let's jump right into today's video. PACs, or political action committees, have been around since 1944. They are organizations that collect contributions from members and donate them to candidates, political parties, or causes. There is a cap on how much PAC or PACs can contribute to a candidate or party, which is $5,000 per election cycle, and they can only receive up to this $5,000 from an individual per year. Super PACs, officially these are known as independent expenditure-only committees, came into existence following two key court rulings in 2010, the US Supreme Court decision in Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission and the DC Circuit Court of Appeals decision in speechnow.org versus FEC. Unlike traditional PACs, super PACs can raise and spend unlimited amounts of money from individuals, corporations, or unions. However, they cannot donate directly to candidates or coordinate with their campaigns. So, let's compare the key differences of PACs versus super PACs. The most striking difference lies in funding. PACs are bound by strict contribution limits. We've seen before they can only accept up to $5,000 per year from an individual contributor and contribute up to $5,000 per election to a candidate and $15,000 annually to a political party. This cap aims to prevent the excessive influence that could come by a single donor. In contrast, super PACs operate without such financial constraint. They can raise unlimited funds for individual, corporate, and union. This allows them to amass and spend vast amounts of sums on electioneering communications, albeit without directly contributing to or coordinating with candidates' campaigns. Transparency is another critical area of distinction. PACs are required to regularly report their donors to the Federal Election Commission, the FEC, ensuring levels of transparency about who is funding them. This reporting helps in tackling the flow of money that are taking place in politics. Super PACs, while they also must disclose, the donors often receive donations from entities like non-profit or LLCs, which can obscure the true source of the funds. This lack of transparency raises concern very often about the anonymous or dark money that are influencing elections and the policy decisions, and we will look more closely into that later in the video. PACs are often established by corporations, unions, trade associations, or other interest groups, and can coordinate directly with political campaigns, though within the limits of their contributions. Super PACs, on the other hand, are prohibited from coordinating their spending with political candidates or parties. Their primary role is to independently support or oppose candidates through advertising and other means, giving them significant powers to sway public opinion without direct campaign collaboration. Let's now discuss the money laundering risks with PACs versus super PACs. With such contribution limit, PACs may seem like the less risky option, right? However, there is the risk that is lying in the opacity of the donor's identity and the source of funds. Shell companies, for example, can be used to funnel illegal funds into PACs, and there is an excellent report by the Open Secret that delves into these challenges. Based on the Open Secrets report, the 2022 midterms election saw a record $615 million from dark money groups and shell companies, exceeding the past midterms, and dark money contributions largely remained undisclosed, with liberal committees receiving over $316 million compared to conservatives group $263 million. The reports highlight a significant increase in this what they call grey money, which are funds from partially disclosed sources that are amounting to $1.4 billion in 22 alone. With super PACs, the risk escalates even further. Their limited funding ability makes them more risky to large-scale money laundering. Also, foreign interference is another concern that we've seen on the media in the past. Under the super PACs umbrella, for example, foreign entities might use the super PACs to influence a US election. And as you understand, the transparency in here is key, but often it seems that the source of funds still remain difficult to identify and often is kind of obscured. And with that, we are at the end of today's video covering PACs versus super PACs. If you've learned something new, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to watch more of my regulatory compliance and financial crime related videos. If you want to support my FinCrime Agent project, you will find my Patreon link in the video description, or you can just share your love with a super thanks directly on this YouTube video. So that's all for now, thank you for watching, and until next time, see you soon.